I want a man who is elevating, who is investing in himself to grow and heal. I only date Black men. There's a reason for that.
Mhm.
I'm happy to share if you want to get a
I,
little
I,
deep.
I would like to hear. Tell
Oh
me the
yeah, we
reason
got to
why you
hear
would not
this.
date anyone of your race. Hello.
Oh my God, this is happening. I'm so excited.
Hey, boo. What's your name?
Bree?
Bree.
Yep.
Bree, where you calling me from, boo?
I'm in Northwest Indiana, right outside of Chicago.
Bree, Northwest Indiana. How old are you, Bree?
I'm 42.
Oh, you look good for 42. I would have thought much younger.
Thank you.
Do you have kids?
I do. They're 21 and 19.
20.
I actually would have thought much older than 42. I mean, no shade, but she looks older than 42 to me. But let's go in.
21 and 19. Same man?
No,
No. Have you ever been married?
I was.
When did you get divorced?
2017.
Oh, why'd you guys get divorced?
He was abusive and narcissistic.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm happy you're alive and well.
You know, that's really getting tiresome of this narcissistic stuff. I mean, this buzzword is just getting played out. Can we stop? Can we stop until somebody is diagnosed? Can we stop using that word? It's just getting played out at this point. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of the whole narcissistic stuff. Everybody's just labeling everybody. I mean, people could just be bad people. People could just be selfish people. People could just be, may have some issues. The thing is this: in America, I would probably say everybody is narcissistic in America. Just America in Western culture, everybody is raised narcissistic. I mean, if he is, you probably are too, lady. That's all I'm saying. If he is, then you are. Everybody is. Let's just not even use the word because narcissism is a default in the West. That's all I'm saying. It is a default setting if you're born in the West with what you would consider privilege, Western privilege. Anyway, let's go in.
Me too. Thank you very much.
Bree, when's your birthday?
August 16th. I'm a Leo.
She's a Leo. Now, what do you do for a living?
I'm an executive assistant and project manager for a Chicago nonprofit.
Executive assistant for a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She looked ready too, boy. She like almost pacing back and forth, almost like she ready to get in the boxing ring or something. Like bring it on. I'm ready. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. I mean, watch her pace back and forth. I haven't seen this, by the way, so I don't know if she's going to do it, but I have a feeling she's going to be pacing back and forth. Or
This is Bree, Northwest Indiana, 42, a Leo, 2 children, executive assistant for a nonprofit. Her children are 21 and 19. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I want a man who is elevating, who is investing in himself to grow and heal. I only date Black men. There's a reason for that. I'm happy to share if you want to get a little.
I would like to hear. Tell
oh
me the
yeah, we
reason
got to
why
hear
you would
this.
not date anyone of your race.
When I was 4, this is going to get a little personal, but when I was 4, I was molested by a white man, and it completely altered my ability to see them in a romantic way. So I just whatever gravitated towards Black men, and I've just kind of stuck with that my whole life.
Now that's interesting that she say that. I don't know how many of y'all know Rachel Dolezal, right? But Rachel Dolezal, I don't know if she's been touched like this woman has been. But the reason why Rachel Dolezal think that she's black is because she's seen some of her people be very abusive to black people. So it made her have just the ultimate sympathy and empathy for black people, to the point where she took it on as an identity and said, I'm this way too. I'm rolling with them because I see these people are as good people and y'all are clearly the evil people. I don't even want to be associated with y'all anymore. I'm taking on a whole new identity. That's what Rachel Dolezal did. I'm not saying that she did that in this video, but maybe to a lesser degree, I kind of see that she ain't went so far as to take it on as an identity, but she chooses to only associate with brothers. Trauma can really affect people in many different ways, but let's go in.
Wow. I know African-American woman that went through that. She was molested by a black man, and now she's the opposite. She only ever dated white men. Because
that trauma can flip a switch and can make you just disown your own kind, your own race. So yeah,
she was molested by a black man. So did you go through therapy for all of that?
Oh yeah. So I actually, I lived a 37-year long cycle of violence. It finally ended when I divorced my husband in 2017. But I went through a lot of seriously traumatic events my entire life. It started very young and just continued. I didn't understand like intuition, so I couldn't like listen to my gut. I wasn't able to recognize red flags, so I often got confused with like nervous excitement with like warning signs for my body, like no, you shouldn't do that. And then I didn't trust myself to make good decisions, and so it actually started on a spiritual journey in 2020, and I did a guided meditation that put me face to face with my cycle and when it began. Once I recognized that, I was able to go back and start to undo the brokenness that was there. So I've been healing for the last 2.5 years, and it's been absolutely magical.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, going back to your children, are they both by African-American men?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make it clear you date only African-American men. So you told me what you desire. What's some deal breakers?
Insecurity. You have to like really be a confident person and know like who you are and trust me, right, as a person to just be what you want me to be and be what I present as. So no abusers. If you have any history of harming women, men, children, I'm just not interested. I want somebody who is willing to evolve and continue to elevate who they are and their relationship with themselves, with the universe, with God. I want somebody who's stable and somebody who's consistent in how they communicate. I can be a little needy, full disclosure. So I want somebody who's going to be able to like show up consistently for me.
Okay. Does he have to be in Northwest Indiana?
No.
Okay. What's the age range you would do? You're 42.
I like 32 to like 45.
So you
I knew she was going to go young.
Yeah, because I have a lot of energy and I need somebody who can keep up.
Okay. Could he have kids?
He can have kids. I prefer them to be like over 11 or 12, just because my kids are grown.
Okay. Now you mentioned he got to be a black man child. Does he have to look any certain way?
I have a type.
What's
but
your
I'm
type,
not.
Bree?
I probably need to get away from my type. I love a bald bearded man. Like, whew, that's like my kryptonite. But if he has locks, that's totally cool. I love locks too. Just be your authentic self. I'm just not into big fellas.
Okay, not into big fellas. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, as long as he can take care of himself and he's got his own stuff.
Okay. All right, Bree, we gotta do the Kendra cam.
Okay, hold on.
Woo, you pulling up your sweatshirt? Okay.
Well,
so show off my waist.
Your hoodie is kind of hard to tell if there's a shape under there, but there is.
Yeah. Bree, when was your last relationship?
It ended in January 2020.
January 2020. Okay. You don't gotta answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A few weeks ago.
Is that person?
Bree getting it in. Can't, you ain't stopping the party. So she probably got somebody on speed dial. She probably got somebody. You know, there's a new term that's out now, and it's DOD. And DOD, what is that? Apparently, it's D on demand. This is a term women just came up with. So she got some DOD out there now. So I mean, just a couple weeks ago, unless that was just a fling or something like that. But yeah, she adding to the body count. But anyway, let's go in.
That option?
Yes, but there's some things to pause. He's got smaller kids, like much smaller, and I'm just not sure that that's a ride I want to go on.
Okay. Why do you think you're single?
It was a ride at one point for you to go on. I mean, hold on, y'all. I just had to think about that. Like, anyway, let's go back in.
Go, Bree.
I'm actually single by choice. I know people say that a lot, but it's true. I'll share this quick story with you. When I ended my relationship with my last ex, it was because I loved him, and it was just he couldn't make me happy. There was no like animosity between us. And so I had read to him this beautiful note that I wrote, just kind of explaining like, thank you for what you did for me, but our time is up. And he hugged me and he told me, he's like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, for what? And he's like, because for the first time in your life, you're choosing yourself. And it was the permission that I needed, whether I knew it or not, to really invest in myself. And so I've just chosen to stay single this time, these last few years, so I can figure out who I am and heal from a lifetime of trauma and be ready, really ready for the next guy.
So do you feel like you're ready now?
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, she ready. Ain't that what old girl say? That comedian. Yeah, she ready, all right. You seen how she was pacing back and forth, and so I told you she's staying ready, so she ain't got to get ready. I knew she was ready. I'm surprised that got brought up in this conversation, but yeah, I knew she was ready. She chose herself, and she broke up with the guy. Here's my problem, though. I don't like the fact that women are looking for men to feel their happiness. Okay? You have to be a happy person from within yourself. Don't count on a man to make you happy. You have to be happy. Now, she says she's ready. I'm not even sure if she's ready. Even though she looks ready, I'm not sure if she's ready. She says she's still finding herself and choosing herself and this, that, and the third. I think maybe there's still some more work to be done. And for her to, find that happiness within herself first. It's a big responsibility to try to make somebody happy. It's better if the person is already happy and wants you as an add-in, and maybe even want to share some of that happiness with you. Nobody wants to go in and try and build a house of happiness. They want the house already built, and so all they got to do is move in. If that makes sense, if that metaphor makes sense. But anyway, let's go back in.
Hell yeah, she's ready. I like you, Bree. All right, so why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a stone cold freak.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Let's start with that. I have a very high sex drive, so my man will always be satisfied. I love with my full existence, and I give so much of myself because it's just in my nature. I'm loyal as they come. I've never ever cheated on any human in my life. I would never do that. I'm a whole vibe. My energy is what's up. I have an aura that attracts people, and I'm really doing things in the world, and specifically in my hometown of Gary, to really change the dynamic of things. I'm altruistic in the way that I exist in the world. I work for an organization that's closing the racial and ethnic wealth gap. Like, that's amazing work. And I wrote a trauma rehab program for survivors of domestic violence and trauma. And so I bring all of those things into a relationship from a place of just passion, purpose, drive, ambition, love. And I share that with my mate.
I love it. Come on, Bree. Come with it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Bree. All right, let's do it. This is Bree, Northwest Indiana, 42, a Leo, has 2 children, 21 and 19, an executive assistant for a nonprofit. She'll date 32 to 45. Refresh my memory. Does he have to be in the Northwest Indiana area?
No, I mean, if I prefer Midwest, but I'm getting better at traveling and stuff. So,
Okay.
you know, if you make it worth my while, I might come and visit you in your hometown, you know.
Okay. Black men are her preference. Would you date a Hispanic guy or just black men only?
No, just black men.
Black men only. Once you go black, they say you don't go back, child.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is black. I don't know anything else.
And I'm a natural redhead too, so.
She is a natural. You've been getting.
That's the thing. Natural redheads are, you know, I don't like to stereotype or anything like that, but I guess I am this time. Natural redheads, there's a reason she said that, and it's probably because of what I'm thinking right now. Natural redheads have no inhibitions. None. No inhibitions. Whenever, whatever, however, you know, that's just how they roll. Very freaky redheads are. Don't ask me how I know. I'm just saying. Okay, I've heard it through the grapevine. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, let me go ahead and give her a ranking. Check this out. All right. Let's do some work here, gentlemen. Now she was interesting, right? She was interesting, but you know, there was a couple drawbacks here and there. But let me go ahead and go into the ranking. First of all, her face wasn't that impressive to me. I'll just be honest. I gave it a 3.5. As for her body, I was a little impressed by that. She seemed like she kept it tight or whatever, so I gave her body a 6. As for her personality, even though she got some little quirks that she's working on, you know, she was seeing a therapist. She's seeing a therapist or whatever, and you know, she had a little incident when she was young and stuff like that. You know, I still thought her personality was good enough to work with. And you know, she seemed to be pretty anxious to get a guy. She was pacing back and forth, but she was I think she got the best intentions in play. So for all of that, I gave her personality a 7. All that for a total of 16.5 points. Okay, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? You fellas, let me know in the comments. Even ladies, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, all right? And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Here's to feeling good all the time.